Yo, what up, Lancers? Today I will be doing another deck profile. We're going to be doing Aki Izayoi or Akiza Azinski from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. We're finally going to be doing her deck, a brand new deck. I believe you saw Crow's deck already, and now you're going to see Akiza's deck, or vice versa. I don't know which I'm going to upload first, but either way, you're going to be seeing Akiza's deck today. She got a bunch of new support, a bunch of new Rose Dragon cards, and Garden Rose and all that stuff. We're going to get into the deck. I'll show you guys the main deck first. There is no side deck for this one because I don't have any extra cards for her. This is all I have, so there's no side deck right now. You guys can make your own side deck. But yeah, we're going to hop into it, and then afterwards we're going to talk about the new cards, how they help her deck, and you know, and whatever other details I want to share. But yeah, let's just hop right into it. Alright, so for her extra deck, you already know, we got Roxrose Dragon, her ace monster. Very gorgeous card right there, very powerful dragon. And then for the new support card, Roxrose Dragon finally got an evolution called Bloody Rose Dragon. They renamed it Ruddy Rose Dragon in TCG, which I do not like, but it's Bloody Rose Dragon in the OCG. That's its original name. So this card is powerful. It's the evolution of Black Rose. I was so excited to finally see this because Black Rose should have gotten an evolution in the show. Crow should have too, but definitely Akiza first because she's been around since forever. She should have gotten one. She's a Signer Dragon. She didn't get any evolutions, and I was not a fan of that, so I'm glad she finally got one here, and this effect is really good. So basically, well, we'll get into it at the very end what its effect is, because we're going to talk about all the new support cards. But Ruddy Rose Dragon is here, the evolution. We got Splendid Rose, we have Garden Rose Maiden, another new support card, and then we got Garden Rose Flora, which is basically the same card as this, just a different artwork. Literally, it's the same exact girl, just a different card art. But yeah, those are the synchros. She doesn't have very many synchros. That's one of her weaknesses, but they gave her 3 new synchros, which is good. Oh wait, she actually had, I think she has one more synchro actually. No, maybe, I'm not sure. I don't remember what it was. If I'm missing a synchro, let me know, guys. I don't remember what it was, but I know she had, I believe she had another synchro. Yeah, so I just double checked right now, and yeah, the only 2 synchros she owned was these 2, and now she got 3 new synchros, which is good. So now she has more options, she can do more stuff. That's great. That was one of her big weaknesses, and now that's fixed. We'll get into what these cards do at the very end of the video. Alright, we're going to hop into the main deck right now. We're going to start off with the Rose Dragon monsters. We got Blue Rose Dragon, the original. We have White Rose Dragon, we have Red Rose Dragon, and we have Roxrose Dragon. So those are the 3 new Rose Dragon cards we got. We'll read them at the end. But yeah, those are them right there. Then we have Witch of the Black Rose, we have Twilight Rose Knight, we have Glow Up Bulb, and we have Gigaplant for the tuners right there. Then we have Phoenixian Cluster Amaryllis. It's banned, but who cares? This is an anime duel. It doesn't matter. We got Gigaplant. We got Violet Witch. We got Lord Poison. We got Revival Rose. We have 2 Hedge Guards. We have Rose Fairy. We have Dark Rose Fairy, Phoenixian Seed, Dark Verger, and 3 Evil Thorns. Now, there is one new support card that's a main deck monster that she just recently got that for whatever reason I don't own here, and that's called Ruddy Rose Witch, I believe it's what it's called. Yeah, I think it's called Ruddy Rose Witch. I don't have that one. I don't know why. I don't know if I didn't order it or what happened, but for whatever reason, I don't have that card. So it is what it is. I'll put it on the screen for you guys if you want to read it, but that's a new support card. I might explain it later since I have the computer in front of me what it does at the very end. So I'll make sure to make a note of that. But yeah, I'll probably end up main decking Ruddy Rose Witch. I just don't know where to put it. Maybe well, I can't take out an Evil Thorn because you need 3 in order to run it. But I'll think of something to take out for this. But we'll figure it out later. You guys could think of what you want to take out as well. Okay, so that's the monsters. We got the spell cards now. We got the field spell Black Garden. We got Basal Rose Shoot, a Black Rose support spell. And we got Frozen Rose, another Black Rose support card. We'll read these at the very end. We got Mark of the Rose. We got Thorn Malice. We got Fragrant Storm. We got Magic Planter. We got the anime card Shining Rebirth, which is kind of like a synchro summon from the graveyard. We got the trap cards now. For the trap cards, we got Blooming of the Darkest Rose, a Black Rose trap support. We got Rose Blizzard. This is an anime card. Activate only when a monster you control selected as an attack target. Change the attacking monster to defense position and negate the attack. So some good defense. We got Half Counter. Another anime card called Illusion Destruction. Target 1 card on the field and flip it face down, so it's like a Book of Moon. We got Ground Capture. Activate only when an opponent's monster declares an attack. Half any battle damage you would take from that attack. If you take 1,000 or more battle damage from that attack, draw 1 card. So So yeah, it halves damage, and you could draw a card if you take 1,000 or more. Urgent Tuning we have Wicked Rebirth, we have Ivy Shackles, we have Overdoom Line, and we have Rose Flame, another anime card. It's a continuous chop. Each time a plant monster is summoned to your opponent's side of the field, inflict 500 to your opponent. And that's it. So yeah, that's the main deck right there. Like I said, there's no side deck at all because I don't have the rest of her cards, or they're somewhere and I couldn't find them. But you only need the main deck. This is the best way I was able to build her deck. The only card you need to add is Ruddy Rose Witch, which we will get into that right now when we talk about the new support cards. Okay, so here are all the new support cards. There is 6, 9, 10 plus Ruddy Rose Witch. That's 11. That's 11 support cards. It's supposed to be 10. This was a card that came out. Roxrose Dragon was a card that came out in a different set by itself. I think it might have been a Shonen Jump promo, or it was a promo and something else, I don't know. But it came out by itself much later. But these other cards came from 2 other duelist packs. She got 2 waves of support. I do assume Jack will get another wave of support at some point, so we'll wait for that. But anyway, this is Aki's video. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to start with the Rose Dragons up here. We'll start with Red Rose Dragon, a level 3 Dragon Tuner monster with 1,000 attack, 1,800 defense. If this card is sent to the graveyard as synchro material, you can special summon 1 Rose Dragon from your hand or deck, except this card. Then if it was sent for the synchro summon of a Black Rose Dragon or plant synchro monster, you can add 1 Frozen Rose or Blooming of the Darkest Rose from your deck to your hand. So basically this trap card or Frozen Rose right here. You can add one of these 2 cards from your deck to your hand, so that's good. And we'll read what those do and why that synergizes. Actually, we could read those cards right now, so that way it makes sense in the video. So let's read Frozen Rose first. This is a quick play spell card, which is awesome. Its effect is send 1 face-up monster you control to the graveyard. Apply this effect depending on the type it had on the field. If you sent a plant during the end phase of this turn, draw 2 cards and discard 1, so it's like a mini Graceful Charity. If it was a non-plant monster, add 1 level 4 lower plant monster from your deck to your hand. So honestly, the second effect is a little bit better, just because you'll get whatever you want. But drawing 2 and discarding 1 could be really great also. But yeah, so that it could search this card out, or it could search out the trap card, which is called Blooming of the Darkest Rose, normal trap. Special summon Rose tokens, plant Dark level 2, 800 attack, 800 defense, in defense position to either field up to the combined number of cards in the field zones and field spells in your graveyard. So basically at most you'll get 2, and then if you have more field spells you'll get more to either field. So you can, I'm assuming you can choose how many you want on your opponent's field and how many you want on your own, which is pretty cool. And I guess that's supposed to work with the field spell Black Garden as well, maybe. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target 1 Black Rose Dragon or plant monster in your monster zone, banish it, and if you do, place this card on the bottom of the deck. During the next standby phase, return the banished monster to the field. Okay, so basically this can recycle itself. Well, this can put itself back to the bottom of the deck by banishing a plant or a Rose Dragon, and then that Rose Dragon will come back, I think, during the next standby phase. So that second effect is kind of good, but I mean, you have to banish a monster just to add this to the bottom of your deck, so you're going to have to shuffle your deck again to hopefully top deck it. So the second effect is alright, but the first effect is okay too. I mean, it's for tokens. I'm assuming that works with the field spell, so if you guys know how this card is supposed to work, I haven't tested this out yet, so I don't know specifically what it's for. Maybe it's supposed to work with one of these new synchros here, so we'll see. But if you guys know, let me know. But yeah, so basically Red Rose just allows you to search a Rose Dragon or plant when it's used as synchro material, but if it was used for a plant or a Rose Dragon synchro monster, then you can search out one of these 2. Very simple. Roxrose Dragon is a level 3 tuner as well. Its effect reads, if this card is normal special summon, you can add 1 card that specifically lists Black Rose Dragon in its text from your deck to your hand, except Rose Dragon. So it's a Stratos. So you sub normal or special summon this and search out Red Rose Dragon or White Rose Dragon or even Blue Rose Dragon, or any card that lists Black Rose. So basically this searches out pretty much all of these cards. It searches out the trap, the spells, and whatever other cards in here that mention Black Rose Dragon. So that's really cool, actually. Yeah, this card is probably the best card, honestly. This is the Stratos of the deck. Yeah, this card is amazing. This card is good. While this card is in your graveyard, if a face-up Rose Dragon monster or monsters or plant synchro monsters you control is destroyed by battle or by an opponent's card effect, you can add this card to your hand. You can only use each effect once per turn. Okay, great. So once one of your plants or Rose Dragon synchro monsters die, you can add this back to your hand and then summon it again and then search. So this card is honestly amazing. We're going to read White Rose Dragon. Level 4, non-tuner, 1200 attack, 1000 defense. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon one Rose Dragon from your hand or graveyard except this card. So this is good. You could normal summon this, special summon Roxrose, and then search out Red Rose, which is pretty dope. Or you could search out one of the spells or traps. So that's already pretty good right there. Its other two effects, if you control a Dragon Tuner or Plant Tuner, special summon this card from your hand. So that's great. That is perfect right there. Great. Simple, clean, straight to the point. Very nice. All the effects so far are really good. If this card is sent to the graveyard as synchro material, you can send one level 4 lower plant from your deck to the graveyard. Good. Sets up your graveyard with a plant monster, so that's pretty freaking awesome. All three of these cards are amazing. You already know. This searches out the two cards. This searches out any one of the Rose Dragons, and White Rose Dragon special summons any of the Rose Dragons, and also summons itself if you control a Rose Dragon or a plant, I believe. And it's just really good. All three of these are amazing, and they help her deck not only summon Black Rose, but search out all the pieces that they need. So these cards are great. And we already read Frozen Rose and Blooming of the Darkest Rose. So we're going to read Basal Rose Shoot, and then we're going to read Dark Rose Fairy, then we'll read the Synchro Monsters. So this is a quick play spell card. Basal Rose Shoot, special summon one Rose Dragon monster from your hand or graveyard in defense. So this could resurrect Black Rose Dragon or Ruddy Rose Dragon or any of these Rose Dragon monsters, which is pretty good. And you can also special summon one from your hand, which is cool. So from hand or graveyards. So that's already really good. If this set card is destroyed, target one of your Black Rose Dragon or one monster that's specifically listed in its text that is banished or in your graveyard and special summon it. So another effect, that if it gets popped by your opponent, you can still end up special summoning Black Rose. So either way, you're going to get Black Rose back to the field or one of your Rose Dragons onto the field, which is great. So this is a good quick play. I like that a lot. Very simple, straight to the point. It's basically Monster Reborn, but it's a quick play for Rose Dragon, which is awesome. Then we are going to read Dark Rose Fairy. Well, this card is okay. It's not that amazing, to be honest. I wish it was better, but we'll read it. It's a fairy, which is weird because everything else is plant or dragon. Her deck is a little all over the place. That's one of her weaknesses. She has spellcasters, she has plants, she has dragons, she has some fairies. Like, it's a little all over the place, and I wish they were all just plants and dragons, or I wish that all the Rose Dragons were also just dragons, so that way it synergizes with the rest of her plant support cards. But it is what it is. Its effect is, if a tuner or tuners is special summoned, except in the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. Alright, so that's pretty good. If this card is in your graveyard, you could send one card from your hand or field to the graveyard. Place this card on the top or bottom of the deck. So yeah, this basically recycles itself, and then it's an extender. So like, if you already special summon something, you can summon this card. So it's not a bad card, but it just could be better. It's good. It's okay, but it's not amazing. We're going to get into the Synchro Monsters now. Actually, no, before we get into the Synchro Monsters, I'll put the picture of Ruddy Rose Witch on the side, but we're going to read it, but I'm going to look at the computer and read it off to you guys. It is a Plant Tuner, level 1, 800 attack, 1700 defense. That's a beefy defense. You contribute this card, add one Witch of the Black Rose from your deck to your hand, and if you do, take one level 3 or lower plant monster from your deck and place it on top of your deck. Then immediately after this effect resolves, you can normal summon one Witch of the Black Rose from your hand. You can banish this card from your graveyard, return one Black Rose or Ruddy Rose Dragon that is banished or in your graveyard to the extra deck. So it allows you to recycle or bring them back to the extra deck, so that way you can re-synchro summon them later, which is pretty cool. So this is a card that's obviously meant to work with Witch of the Black Rose, and it's supposed to be made to help set up her effect. So this is cool though. Yeah, this isn't bad. You summon it, you tribute it, you summon your Witch of the Black Rose, and then you take one level 3 or lower plant from your deck, place it on the top of your deck. Then you normal summon your Witch of the Black Rose, activate her effect. Obviously you're going to top deck a monster, a plant monster, level 3 or lower, because you set it there, and then her effect will activate. But yeah, she basically just tributes herself. You add Witch of the Black Rose, and then you take a level 3 or lower, place it on the top of your deck, normal summon Witch of the Black Rose, and then you draw a card, and obviously it's going to be a monster card because that's what you put on there, and then you get to keep that card, you get a free draw. So that's basically it. It's made to fix Witch of the Black Rose because it's honestly a really bad card. It really is. But this card helps with that combo. So I would add that in somewhere. I just don't know where to add it right now. So if you guys know which card in the main deck right now to take out for that, let me know. And then I'll take that out for that. But yeah, let me know where you guys want me to put that. We're going to read the Synchro monsters now. We are going to start off with Garden Rose Maiden. So for Garden Rose Maiden, it is a level 5 plant synchro, 1600 attack, 2400 defense, 1 tuner, 1 or more non-tuners. It's generic. If this card is synchro summon, you can add 1 black garden from your deck or graveyard to your hand, so the field spell Black Garden. You can banish this card from your graveyard, target 1 Black Rose Dragon monster or 1 Dragon Synchro monster in your graveyard and special summon it. Okay, great. This banishes itself to summon Black Rose on the field, which is fantastic. And then on top of that, it searches out your field spell or recovers your field spell, so that's good. You could definitely use that in combinations, because I think like the field spell summons tokens in defense, and then you can use Black Rose's effect to switch them to attack and then attack them. So yeah, you can definitely do that. Then we got Garden Rose Flora, which is literally the exact same card. It's just a light instead of a dark. It's the same monster, just a different artwork. This is a plant synchro tuner. Okay, so they gave her a synchro tuner monster, so that's pretty awesome. That is awesome. I did not even notice before that it was a synchro tuner, but they gave her a synchro tuner, so that's good. So let's see what it does. It's a generic monster as well. Target 1 card in your field zone, destroyed, then special summon to its controller's field 1 rose token in attack position. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck except synchro monsters, so you can only synchro that turn. You can only use this effect once per turn. Once per chain during your opponent's main phase, you can quick effect immediately after this effect resolve synchro summon using this card. So basically, it'll accel synchro during a chain, which is pretty cool. So basically, the bottom line of this card is you could pop your field spell to summon a token on your field, which will allow you to synchro summon. And it summons a level 2, so basically this is a level 5, and this is a tuner monster, so 5 and 2 equals 7, so you can summon Black Rose. So this helps you summon Black Rose Dragon. So that is pretty awesome. So yeah, that's basically what this card is for, to help you summon Black Rose Dragon. You just got to have your field spell on the field, pop it, summon your token, and then synchro summon this card with the tokens to summon Black Rose Dragon. And then you can accel synchro too if you bring this card back, which is awesome. So that's what that card does. Not bad, pretty cool. And then finally, the evolution Bloody Rose Dragon. So this is a level 10 synchro monster, which is fantastic. 3200 attack, 2400 defense. It's generic. If this card is synchro summoned, you can banish all cards from the graveyards. Then if this card was synchro summoned using Black Rose Dragon or a plant synchro monster as material, nice, you can destroy all other cards on the field. When your opponent activates a card effect that will destroy cards, quick effect, you contribute this card and get the activation, then you can special summon 1 Black Rose from your extra deck or graveyard. So that's epic. So this card is really good. It literally just comes on the field, banishes all cards from the graveyard, so that'll be good against your opponent's deck if they have a lot of graveyard effects and stuff, which is cool. And then if it's used for Black Rose or a plant synchro monster, obviously you can destroy all their cards on the field except itself. So instead of Black Rose, where it pops everything including itself, this pops everything except itself. So that's how it's an evolution. It found a way to destroy everything without destroying itself, which is pretty awesome. And then on top of that, it has a nice negate and brings back Black Rose Dragon, whether it's in the graveyard or extra deck. So either way, you're covered. So yeah, that's the new support card right there. The new support cards are really good. They help get to her cards a lot faster, help you get to Black Rose faster. At first, I didn't think these cards were that amazing, but now after reading them, they're really good. I think the best card is Roxrose Dragon here, because it can search for the Rose Dragon. So you could summon Roxrose Dragon to search out your White Rose. You summon your White Rose to special summon Red Rose, and you can synchro summon with Red Rose and White Rose together, summon your Black Rose Dragon, and then once you synchro summon with Red Rose Dragon, you can search out Frozen Rose or Blooming Rose, which is awesome. Roxrose is also amazing too, because it could also search out Basal, Shoot, and any other card that lists Black Rose Dragon. So honestly, these cards are very good. They're a lot better than I thought. The one weakness with her deck, like I said, is that she has too many weird different typings in her deck. Dragon, Spellcaster, Plant, some Fairies. It's just all over the place, and that's the one thing I don't like about her deck. I wish they were all just plants, so that way everything synergizes, but by themselves they work pretty well. And yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing Akiza's upgraded deck with the new support. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Try out this deck. The deck will be in the link in the description below for you to download, and the deck list is also there as well for you to try it out. And let me know what, I guess, side deck cards you would add to her deck that she owns from the anime, not just random support cards. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. Thank you for watching all this content. I know it's been very stressful for me uploading every single day this month so far, so I'm glad you guys have been here throughout this journey, and I hope you guys have been enjoying the content, and there's much more to come for the month of October. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. God bless you guys. See you guys in the next video. Gotcha!